Dear seniors, have you ever looked down and thought, where did that bruise come from? You don't remember bumping into anything, but there it is, purple, maybe a little sore. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. A lot of us start to notice bruises showing up more easily as we get older. So tonight, let's talk about why that happens, in simple, easy to understand terms, so you can stop worrying and start understanding your amazing body a little better. 1. Your skin just change over time. You know, our skin tells the story of our lives. All those years of sunshine, smiles, maybe a few bumps and scrapes, they add up. As we age, the skin becomes thinner, softer, and loses some of that cushiony layer of fat underneath. When that happens, the tiny blood vessels, the capillaries, are closer to the surface. So even a light bump on the table or brushing past the counter can cause a little bleeding under the skin. That's what you see as a bruise. And health research, this is one of the most common reasons older adults bruise more easily, simply because the skin and tissues aren't as protective as they used to be. 2. Your blood vessels get a bit more fragile. Over time, those tiny vessels that carry our blood become more delicate. They don't have quite the same strength they used to, so when there's even a little pressure, like leaning against a chair arm or holding something tight, they can break. That tiny leak of blood under the skin makes that familiar purple or blue mark. It's not dangerous, but it can sure be surprising when it shows up out of nowhere. 3. Medications can also make us bruise more easily. Now here's something a lot of folks don't realize. The medicines we take, even the ones that help our hearts or joints, can make us bruise more easily. Blood thinners, aspirin, steroids, and some anti-inflammatory drugs can make your blood a little slower to clot. That means when those tiny capillaries break, they bleed a little longer before sealing up. So if you've started bruising more and you're taking something new, mention it to your doctor. You don't need to stop anything on your own, but it's good to know what's going on. 4. Our body's repair crew works a little slower now. Remember how quickly you used to heal from things. A bruise might come and go in just a few days. But as the years go by, that healing process slows down. The body still repairs things. It just takes its time now. That's why a bruise might stick around for a week or two, changing colors along the way, as your body reabsorbs that little bit of blood. It's a slower rhythm, but it's still working. 5. Being exposed to sunlight can also make our bruise healing process to take longer. All those sunny days we've enjoyed, gardening, walks, picnics, they've been wonderful. But the truth is, the sun also thins the skin over the years. That can make the skin on our hands and arms to be delicate. If you've ever noticed those flat, purplish spots that seem to appear out of nowhere, that's called actinic purpura. It's very common in older adults, especially on sun-exposed areas. Totally normal and usually harmless. Do a quick health check-in with your doctor if your bruise take much longer to heal. Sometimes frequent bruising can be linked to other things, like low vitamin C or K, or certain liver or blood conditions. It's rare, but if your bruises are large, painful, or show up without reason, just check with your doctor. It's always better to be safe and informed. Let me tell you about Martha, one of my lovely clients. Martha's 78, full of energy, and loves her morning walks. One afternoon, she noticed a bruise on her leg, dark purple, the size of a quarter. She couldn't remember bumping into anything. When she told her doctor, she learned that her skin had simply become thinner, and she was on a daily low-dose aspirin. Nothing serious, just her body showing its years a little differently now. After that, Martha stopped worrying so much. She learned to pay attention, move mindfully, and take gentle care of her skin. She said, "Now when I see a bruise, I smile. It's just a reminder that I'm still moving, still living." And I loved that. Here's something comforting. According to a study, easy bruising in older adults is extremely common, and most of the time, it's nothing to worry about. It's just part of aging gracefully, like silver hair or laugh lines. It means we've lived, loved, and used our bodies well. When should mention this to your doctor? If you notice bruises that are big, painful, or popping up in odd places like your back or chest, or if they just don't fade, bring it up at your next appointment. Your doctor can make sure your blood and medications are all in balance. That's all part of good self-care. My friends, bruises may come and go, but they don't define your strength. They're simply a sign that your skin and your body are living through time, doing their best each day. Be kind to yourself. Your body has carried you through a lot. So take a deep breath, relax those shoulders, and rest easy tonight knowing you're doing just fine. If this helped you understand your body a little better, would you do me a small favor? Give this video a like. That helps more seniors find it too. And if you enjoy calm, thoughtful talks like this, subscribe and join our gentle community. Now, before you drift off, here's my question for you. Have you ever found a bruise and couldn't remember how it got there? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Until then, I'm wishing you soft evenings, peaceful rest, and the calm confidence that comes with understanding your beautiful aging body.